What's up, guys, and welcome to today's video. So listen, I appreciate the response to the video about you guys wanting to hear about this weight loss transformation. So I figured the best way to do the video is to do what I've done to get to where I'm at. So I'm gonna unpack this as best I can. I apologize in advance for the audio. I apologize in advance for the glare off my bald head and all of that stuff. But just like I told you guys in these latest videos, don't procrastinate, get it done, do it, don't make excuses. That's what I'm doing with this video. I'm just gonna get it done. So if the audio sucks, I apologize. The message is gonna come through loud and clear. You might just have to listen through a little bit of crappy audio, but that's how it is. That's what I'm doing, and here it is. It's pretty straightforward. There's three things that I needed to do. One, I needed to stop making excuses. Two, I needed to get my diet right. And three, I needed to start moving. So I'm gonna break down how I've lost 94 pounds this morning. So I'll be hitting that 100 by probably the end of next week. So I'm gonna call this video 100-pound weight loss transformation, because there's no way in hell it's not happening. I've already lost 94, I got 55 to go to my goal. It's a foregone conclusion now. It's just a matter of doing it. So basically, listen, I started keto 3 years ago yesterday after ICAST on July 14th. And I had some success, okay? The problem was I tried to only do weight loss through eating properly, eating a ketogenic diet. And there is nothing wrong with the ketogenic diet. The keto diet works. But the only thing that's sustainable is what works for you forever. Nothing that you're gonna do that is temporary is gonna have anything other than temporary results. So I think as soon as we learn that as Americans and as a world, we stop making BS excuses for everything and stop trying to short circuit everything, you'll be a lot more successful. So I would love to come on here and tell you there's a magic supplement, there's a magic plan, there's a magic program, and there might be, but I've never found it. Here's what I did find. It's me. I got me fat. I got to get me unfat. And so I'm going to put in the title of this thing something like fat to fit-ish. I'm not fit, but I can tell you this. My heart rate has gone down 25 beats per minute in 3 months. That's huge for me from a health marker standpoint. That's huge for me from the standpoint of making improvements in my life. That's huge for me in reducing the stress I'm putting on my own heart, which is going to hopefully translate into longevity. So again, here's the process. I started keto again, and what I found with keto is you're constantly in this situation where you're trying to figure out ways to eat things that you really shouldn't eat. You're trying to do a keto diet version of the crap that got you where you shouldn't be. A keto cookie, a keto cake, keto ice cream, all these keto versions of the crap that got you out of shape in the first place. That's when the switch flipped for me. And I took a challenge from my wife, who said, you should try carnivore. Try it as a elimination diet. Now, the word diet is misused. Diet is just what we eat, okay? I'm not talking about a diet from the standpoint of caloric restriction or this program or that program. I'm just talking about a way of eating. So what I did is I got away from keto and I decided to do carnivore. And initially the plan was do it for 30 days. And do it for 30 days and see how it works. And then slowly but surely introduce things back in to your way of eating, and then you'll be able to isolate things that cause you problems. I figured out I was lactose intolerant. I figured out dairy didn't work that great for me, even though even though you can eat that on the carnivore diet, I just have to be careful with it. I can say this, I feel better, I think I look better, my mind's clearer, and I have more energy than I can remember having, you know? Obviously, I was in really good shape when I was, a SAR swimmer in the Navy, and when I was doing that kind of thing. And so I know that there's been times that I've been fitter than I am now, but I've never felt more holistically whole, mind, body, and spirit, than I do now, because I have found something that excites me. And what excites me is this is sustainable. I might not be able to run 5 miles a day. I might not be able to lift weights 5 days a week. So what I started doing is I started walking, okay? We'll come back to the diet at the end. I want you guys to watch this video to the end because I do think it's important, because a lot of you out there need to hear this. Like I needed to hear it. So I'm hopefully gonna inspire a few people, even if it's just one person, to make the change. It's worth it, okay? So here's the thing. I started walking and I could walk 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And I was exhausted. And so I used that as a trigger to say, dude, you got to do something. Just because my wife said, move, just walk, man. I promise you, you'll feel better. And I didn't feel better. I felt like crap the first time I walked 10 minutes. But I felt so bad about only being able to walk 10 minutes. The next day, I went out and I walked 10 minutes. And I did that for like a week. At the end of that week, I was like, dude, you are such a wuss that you can only walk 10 minutes. You've got to step it up. So for week 2, I stepped it up to 12 minutes. I know, right? Huge leaps and bounds. So hard, so unattainable. No, super attainable. All I did was walk. Now, I added 2 more minutes, okay? And then I got to 20 minutes. And when I got to 20 minutes, I was actually feeling pretty good about myself. And I read a lot of articles that said, if you can just walk 30 minutes a day, you're good to go. Well, I started feeling good about myself. I started thinking about doing other workouts. I had lost probably, I don't know, 30, 35 pounds. But I realized I was too heavy to run. And I had some injuries, some nagging injuries that made weight training kind of difficult. I dislocated my shoulder. I have a knee issue from the accident we were in a few years ago, and I pulled a rib out of place, right? Lots of excuses for, I will go back to working out. I'll start again when this injury heals or when this milestone passes. Those are all excuses. They're all noise. I got a jacked up knee. I'm out here walking with this jacked up knee now. I got a dislocated shoulder. That's why I keep changing hands with this camera, because when I hold it, it freaking hurts. So I don't lift weights right now. I started thinking about lifting weights, and then the light bulb went off. No, dude, if you start doing all this crazy stuff that might not be sustainable or attainable by other people, you can't be inspirational. So let's just do the walking thing and see where that takes us. So that's what I've been doing. I have literally walked. I have ate carnivore and I have drank a gallon of water. Now, 45 days ago, we started the 75 Hard Challenge. Now, the 75 Hard Challenge has got my mind right. It has given me some mental toughness. It's changed the way I've thought about some things. It has not really significantly contributed to accelerating my weight loss. It has not contributed significantly to anything else, because all I've done for my 2 workouts is walk. So I'm gonna sum this video up with this. I'm not selling you anything other than that you have everything you need right here to get your fat butt off the couch, to get your fat butt out the house, or even if you're not fat, just to get more fit so that you have a lower resting heart rate, so that you reduce the cortisol release in your body, so that you get your mind right, so that you do things to make yourself feel better. Because when you feel better and you get that endorphin release, there's a switch that flips. And for me, it happened at about the 30-day mark, where not only did I do it because I had to, but I do it because I want to. There's been a few days where even walking twice a day for 45 minutes wasn't enough. So I grabbed my phone, I grabbed my AirPods, I put on an audio book or some music, and I just hit the road. I've worn the freaking soles off of these shoes. I'm averaging almost 60 miles a week right now walking, and it's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's way easier than I thought it would be. It's something that anybody watching this can do. And there will be more that I put out down the road. But I wanted to put this out today because I don't want to procrastinate. Because if I tell you don't procrastinate, I'm a hypocrite if I do the same thing in asking you, do you want me to share this content, and then I turn around and don't do it. So I appreciate your support. I hope you appreciate the content. Let's keep that dynamic going. One thing you're gonna learn from me, especially if you're new to the channel, maybe you've been around for a while and you already know this, I don't blow any smoke up your skirt. I tell you what I think, when I think, how I think, about what I think, about everything, and nothing's gonna change with that, okay? So if I like a product, I'm gonna tell you. If I don't like a product and I'm sponsored by that company, I'm gonna tell you. But one thing I'm not gonna try to do, sell you a bunch of crap you don't need. And you need nothing to get started right now other than something to time how long you walk, something to measure how far you walk, and you don't even need a watch to do that. You can measure it with your car. 10 minutes. So I'm challenging you right now. Start walking 10 minutes a day and do that until you feel like it's easy. And then add 2 minutes. And then after that's easy, add 2 more minutes. Before you know it, you'll be walking 30 minutes a day. And I promise you, if you walk 30 minutes a day, every day, don't take breaks. There's no days off. Don't take a day off. Who are you giving the day off? You're giving yourself the day off from getting better and becoming a better you. Just do it. Just do it every day. And then if you want to take the 75 hard challenge that I'm doing, that Christy's doing to get your mind right, to build some mental toughness that'll spill over into every other part of your life, then do it. But that's not what I'm challenging you to do. What I'm challenging you to do is go walk 10 minutes every day. That's all it takes. And then add to it some more. And then add to it some more. I'll have some more of these videos coming. I'll get specific about some of the ways that I kept the carnivore diet from being boring, put some variety into it. And honestly, I don't know that I'll ever change. I started for 30 days, about 120 days in it now. I love it. And it's not a diet, it's the way I eat now. And I may not be that way forever. I thought I would be keto forever. But keto to me was just a little bit too food centric. I was trying too hard to eat the things that I shouldn't eat, but do a keto version of it. And then I just finally realized I don't need a lot of that. To break my food addiction, to improve my relationship with food, I needed to not think about it all the time. And when I was doing keto, I thought about it all the time. Now, I forget to eat on a regular basis and have to set alarms to force myself to get the fat and to get the protein and the minerals that I need. So, guys, start walking 10 minutes. That's all it takes. And add two, until you get to a level that's comfortable for you. And I promise you, it'll change your life.